Hello and welcome to Studio Cafe 315. I'm Roseanne Perla. Welcome. Tonight I have 3 cards I'm going to show you using the Snippets paper pack, some cardstock, and adhesive. And I would provide, if you spend $35, I will provide the all the die cuts, everything, the embellishments in a little kit to go. Okay, and it would come like this, the March 2nd kit. I'm going to go a little bit closer. Yep. And this is the card kit, Snippets, I'm calling it. This card is not complete, but it is the card that I am using. I just want to bring my whole thing over a little bit. And welcome. Please use the chat. Ask me any questions you would like. Okay. I'm just adjusting my camera a little bit. Okay, there we go. So, this one I'm thinking of, it does have a pop-up, but I am thinking of creating an album instead of a pop-up and pulling this out and doing a 4x4 album with this. This is pretty cool. I could use some flip flaps and some pages in here and create a little mini album. I love this style, and so I'm not completely done with this one yet. This would not be one in the kit, okay? And then the other one I did was a spin-off on sort of like junk journaling, so I'm going to show you that one, okay? And it says, love these days, and I totally use the Snippets die cuts. I cut these out, these pieces, and there are snippets. The reason they're called snippets is they all come in these 3x3 pieces, and these are these are the 3x3s. There's 3 sheets of there's 6 sheets of these in 2 different styles. The back is like a registry thing, sort of like journaling. So they would make great journals, journal covers. Okay, here's some others. And then there's the 4x4s. And that's what I'm going to put in this 4x4s. And I used a 4x4 and I cut it out. I used these dies, the little tab die, all of these. And then I even thought of adding a few other dies to this front. Okay, so going back to that one. And then this one. So sort of like junk journaling. I did use a piece of ephemera from I have 2 sets of ephemera. And if you don't want to stamp, a great thing to purchase, and this is more snippets that I cut out for another card. A great thing to purchase is these ephemera packs, and they are awesome. What I did was I cut off the flower pieces, and I really junked it up. I used my blending brushes, and I used cloud cover and Secret Sea. And I even put it on these leaves. This is from Nature's Symphony, this die cut. It is Nature's Symphony dies. And I took 3 pieces of I cut them down to 2x2. And I stamped love these days right on here, and I did it twice. I did it on purpose. I also used the heart, and I used second generation, and I stamped that heart quite a bit. I don't know if you can see. Yes, you can. And lot of fun here with this. I just went crazy with it. I used this, I stamped it on there, I stamped it there. I took a piece of ribbon that was cloud cover ribbon, and I colored it with Secret Sea, and made it turn out like this, and really roughed up everything. Nothing inside, but love these days. And you could add a double photo in here, and then a nice message. Um, and yeah, that's it. You could also do it this way if you wanted to. It's just a change of it. I could see blowing this up a little bit and using this as an embellishment on a scrapbook page. Oh, I also took my blending markers and I flicked and got the speckled on there. So yeah, I really did that. And I used these gems. I also did my envelopes and decorated those with one of the other. I'm looking for the names of these. I can't remember what they are. Okay, so that is card number 2, and we're going to do card number 3. And you will not be here very long, I'm going to tell you. 7:30 and we're out. But this is it, $35 order on my website, opt in, and I will automatically get notification, opt in for notifications, rewards, all of that fun stuff. And I will get you the card kit, and I'll send it right out to you. There might be some variations in the paper because I only have one pack of paper, but there are a lot of variations that you can do with that one pack of paper. You could make probably, you know, I always say with a 12 sheets of paper, I think you can make 100 cards if you did, you know, these types of one-page wonders or whatever. With this pack, maybe 50 cards. So when people tell you, oh, it's so expensive, it really isn't. If you're purchasing a few items that you need, I'm getting on so that I can see and interact with you. Yes, okay. So I was on and then it logged me off. Okay. There we go. Here I am. Hi, Carol. Hi, Ann. Hi, Carrie. I didn't expect you, Carrie, today. Because I knew you were out of town. I didn't want to bother you. Let me see if I'm off. Yep, I'm muted. Okay. Fantastic. So, I have a card. It's one that I did back in September. And I took this card and I am making, and everything comes in an envelope, so you would get everything in an envelope. And I am making this card, and I'm adapting it a little bit and changing it up. And of course, I'm using the snippets. Okay. So let's do it. Because snippets are perfect for this kind of thing. And I could do that one instead, but I would have to do a little bit of junking it up, I call it. So, let's get started. I am using my tape. So, at each week, every Monday, I am doing a live like I did last year, except I'm doing one product, and based on that product, I am doing a special for the week. Okay. So I might have cut this wrong. That's okay. I can recut it. Why make something that isn't right? I don't know. I might have cut it at 5 instead of 5 1/4. So let me just start with a new one. I have plenty cut up. And I will grab my cardstock right here. Let me see if this one is, no, I cut it at 5, so I'm going to do 5 1/4 by 4 would be the standard. Five and a quarter. See if you can see that. Get in range. Okay, there we go. So your standard mat going up 1/8 of an inch is 5 1/4 by 4. And I haven't cut in a long time on a live. And to see, I always put a piece of white paper under there so I can see where 1/4 is on these dark pieces. Okay. Just a little trick, little tick trick. Okay. And let's get our adhesive mat. So each, sorry, a little off. Each week I have a special, and on the Fun Fold week, there are 5 Mondays this month, guys. So I will be doing 5 lives. So on the Fun Fold week, which will be the second week, around the 15th, whatever that is, the middle of the month, I will be doing 2 cards with the Fun Fold, and then the special is $25. Spend $25 and you get 2 Fun Fold in the kit. They're all kits. I do all the die cuts and the cuts for you. You have to do your own stamping and your own adhesive. So, okay. So this is a really nice base card that you can always put together with a little bit of paper. And I will give you all of the dimensions for these cards. And the tutorial won't be a written tutorial. It will be a video tutorial. Within the descriptions will be all the dimensions, because, and it'll be a private one, because I can't do that many tutorials in a month written, because I do have my kits that are the big kits, and They take a lot, and I am doing an in-person class on March 21st. It is going to be gears and things, and again, everything is cut for you, so it's always the same drill. Mostly because most of my customers and friends are beginner to intermediate crafters, and they may not have all the tools, they may not have all the inks, but by doing this, isn't that neat? How do you like these snippets? You put them together and they just come together. They're awesome. So I try to accommodate people that are beginner to intermediate, but then like this card is an advanced card. It's taken a lot of thought, and so is my other one. The other one, I had so much fun with it this morning, putting that together. I call it the junk journaling card, and oh, I have so many ideas going through my head, and I had talked to Ian this, what was it, like last weekend we talked, Thursday or Friday, and remember I said, oh, I know what I'm going to do with the snippets, because I already knew I was doing snippets. And yep, and I told her, I said, I know what I'm going to do. And Ian's like, yeah, okay. You know, so but I didn't tell her what I was going to do. I said, I got it with those snippets, because you wonder, what do I do with these snippets? And they remind me of photo stuff, but at the same time, I actually like this better than I like this one that I did. See, you get better and better. So I just like the variety. I like the different patterns, where this is all one pattern. Plus, I added extra matting, and it's a little bit heavier card, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to do my stamp, and I am using Thinking of You from Simply Beautiful. Thinking of You. Okay. And this one's going to go right out. I have an idea for this one. Here's my piece of paper. And since I have a bit of Pretty Peacock in here, even though I have those blues, I like Pretty Peacock, and I do like the Petal Pink, but I'm going to use Pretty Peacock on here, and I'm just going to stamp going this way, and then I'm going to cut it down. So here's my mat. Here's my Pretty Peacock. And there it is. Okay, beautiful. I did have another nice Thinking of You with my stamp set here, Wonderful Thoughts. And I'm pretty low on my standards. Here's Wonderful Thoughts. It has a lot of great ones. Because this could be anything. You could use Happy Birthday, Thinking of You, and that's a wonderful one. I have two older sentiment stamp sets that I really like, and I haven't found, maybe they'll come out in at On Stage, but I've been sticking to these two stamp sets. And I need some ribbon. Cloud cover might work. maybe I'll just do my standard old standby. You don't have to have ribbon, but we'll see. Okay, let me cut this and figure out the rest. Should I dovetail it? I might. Sorry, I didn't do that in view. I'm just trimming it down randomly with extra room so that I can figure this out. Okay, I might need that. I could cut around. A little bit of thought here. You could give me input. Yes, Carrie, one of the go-tos, huh? Yes, and the colored paper Zana's using called Pretty Peacock. Yep, happens to be my favorite. A lot of favorites there. Great card, Jeannie, thank you. I like all the layers. Yes, it's much better with that extra layer on there. That was a funnel class that I did with the other card. So it was a $5 3-card class, funnel class. So that's why it is the way it is. Okay. I'm going to cut it. Let's get this right in view. And no, not there. And I'll dovetail it really quickly, or I can use my other punch. I've got to get this end is not straight, so I get it right on the edge. Right on the edge, and it'll cut it. Oh, wow, that was close. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then quick snips. Dovetail. And Charlie is home. He came home at 6 o'clock. And he didn't even talk to me. He knew I was busy. So you're not going to hear all that noise. It's nice and quiet here. No garage going up tonight. Okay. And it needs some nice ribbon. Definitely needs I might use 2 ribbons on here. Okay, I'm going to show you a little trick I showed my sister when she was here yesterday doing the virtual class. She was live with me. It was a lot of fun. The Zoom, it was, you know, I mean, for me, it was my first Zoom, so I was very nervous. I'm going to take a couple of these dots this is what I do. I make this sort of like a bow. Put that dot on there. And I put it down. And then I'll put another dot. And then I do that. And my sister's like, oh, wow. So, yeah. So, and I might move it a little bit. Let me get another dot. And do that again. You want two, when I'm going both ways. I want it hanging off one side, probably doing it flat. I've done this so many times in kits, and it's giving me a hard time right now. Crisscross, and crisscross again. And I need another glue dot. Too big on that end. Maybe doing it that way. I'm not liking it. It came together nicely the first time. I'm sure Carrie's telling me what to do right now. I need it sideways, up and down. Okay, so this is taking up all my time. I don't want to keep you guys here all night. It's one card. Here's that glue dot. Okay. But I wanted to do some things on live, and I'm just not having it with this. So I'm going to do my dimensionals, and I can maybe figure out, maybe I don't need that, and I just need my string. We'll see. Just 3 dimensionals tonight on this card. And I'm going to go over and down as well. So it's just so pretty as it is. And I could do some of that underneath, but I'm not going to play with that tonight. Some of these maybe, because these are what I have on my desk. I'm not going to run and get any other things. I do have pinks. Well, I have these from my other thing, but they're a little too glittery for me tonight. I'm after I did the Lovely and Beautiful and all of that glitz and gold, I got my fix there with all of that. I'm looking for my tool, which is probably behind me. Yep, it is. I knew where it was in my chaos here. Okay. I think these white ones would be pretty, or these blue, or even the Secret C, but I don't have Secret C here. I'm gonna do these blues and the whites, and I am mixing it. So tonight is there's 3 kits coming out, and for me on Eastern time it's 2 a.m. And I am going to stay up and do that kit. I'm going to get the kits that I want. They're more decorative, the kits. I'm going to move that. I need my other pick side here. It's coming. Okay. I'm going to put it over here. Okay. Thinking of you. And no inside sentiment tonight, but I like this one a lot. I use it a lot. It's called I'll Listen to Your Silence When Words Are Just Too Much. And I want to use this hello on one of the other ones that I have here. So really, really nice card. I can move this a little bit up, just a tiny bit. Just a hair. And I will add ribbon. I even have pink ribbon. This petal pink I do have. So just a little bit of something. Just a little bit of extra something. So a lot of things are coming out tomorrow. We have a whole line of online exclusives. We have the 2 suites that are, or 1 suite that I want to show you very quickly that is going to be a big class. And the other set that I got the soccer paper. And that's going to be a big class. And I can't wait to open that up. Look at these dots even go with that. And I don't even know if they have those dots anymore. And then my favorite, okay, this is going to go with my cookbook ongoing pages. Homemade Sweetness. This paper is incredible, guys. And I did open it. I showed my sister the other day. She says anything food related. 2 of each. Look at the spoons. And so this is tomorrow. Oh, the ladybugs and the hearts. And this, any gingham is always great for spring. The blue gingham is gorgeous. These flowers, the little daisies are everywhere. This check is so cute, like a tablecloth. All the jams. You've got to see the die cuts. There are the die cuts. Well, let me finish showing you these. The peaches, and so there's a jam set, and there's a jam die cut for this. And then this is the scrapbook pages that I will be using. And let me just show you. Here they are. Okay. These 2, Filled with Sweetness, Made with Sweetness. These are larger, so they're going to be very cute on scrapbook pages. And this one, and it has the stamps and the dies for each of these. So this is the stamps, but the dies are also, let me grab those. Oh, here's this, and here's my dies. So there's recipe cards, okay, Made with Sweetness, and then Filled with Sweetness. This is the jam jar. I can't wait. Look at how big it is. And then the lid and the labels. Oh my gosh. I am in love. So I can't wait. And the spoon, the daisies, the hearts, the little bow, the tag, the bow tie. But so you would add that to this. Oh, I'm okay. The berries, the strawberry, and then the berries. So cute. And I cannot wait. This is my thing. Look at how big this jar is. So this could be a card in itself that you could open up the lid, and those strawberries. We are going to Navarino Farms. May 30th is my 3-hour class, and Navarino Orchards. And so we will have fun with this, because Strawberry Festival begins at Navarino the next weekend in June. So they have a big Strawberry Festival. So I plan on doing this with the gardening. There's a gardening tool set. So I plan on incorporating the gardening tools. Here's the plants and the tools. And I plan on doing a pop-up box soon. And my other class I'm doing at the end, April 25th. So I have 3 classes all set up. You will hear about the 2 classes right away this week for sign up. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to these live classes. Thank you for watching. Happy crafting. And please reach out. Like this. Comments are great. This live chat, everything will be up and running really soon. Okay? By tomorrow morning, you will see this and can watch it on replay. Thanks a lot. Happy crafting.